Right, off on the algebra part of the 045. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Graph numbers on a number line. Okay, so the ones on here actually aren't too bad, but I've put a couple of fractions on as well, okay? So let's have a look at this. -3. Well, it's right here. Can you see it? You would do duh, duh, there's -3. Okay, right there. How about -1? Alright, duh, duh, there's -1. Well, of course, there's 1 and there's 3. Okay, so that's pretty much covered all the numbers in the question there. Now, I think what's missing here, because you can't see it printed, is how about some mixed numbers? I mean, we are on the high level now. It's not just simple numbers we're graphing. How about some complicated numbers? So, how about negative? Well, no, let's do 1 and 1/3. Okay, so remember, here's 1, here's 2. Now, 1 and 1/3. Okay, it's not quite 1.5, so it's less than 1.5, which would be, halfway in between 1 and 2. So I'm going to put it about here. I mean, this is going to be a rough guess. Okay, so I'm going to say that 1 and 1/3 is about there, in between 1 and 2, but nearer to the 1. Okay. How about -1 and 1/3? Okay, well again, here's -1. Here's -2. Okay, so it's still nearer to the -1. All right. Think about now we're going this way along the number line. Okay, so I would say about there, maybe. So this -1 and 1/3 is about there. Okay, slightly nearer to the -1. Again, halfway between -1 and -2 would be -1.5, but -1 and 1/3 just a little bit nearer to the -1. Okay, you can't be that accurate on these, but that's good enough. Okay, right. Let's have a look at just these two before any further. Okay, because some people get a bit confused about this. Which is the bigger number? Which is the smaller number? Now, the good way to remember it is always point. Okay, so if I do some of this up here, look at these two symbols here. The way I always remember it is point to the smaller number. All right. In other words, 1 is less than 2. So this sign here means less than. 2 is bigger than 1. All right, I'm still pointing to the smaller number, aren't I? Okay, so this means greater than. Again, less than, greater than. All right, so that's what these mean here. So I just think point to the smaller number. And can you see I've drawn a little number line. This won't be on here for this number line, or not on the test, but look, -8 is smaller than 0. It's further down the number line. What's further down the number line here? -8. So -8 is the smaller number, so I will point to it, and that's how you do those.